Well, guys, here comes the season review, and hopefully our budgets after that, and hopefully a little bit of spending to strengthen the squad. G'day there, folks. Welcome back to Chump the Champ. I'm Waylands, but most people call me Wally. Today we got the season review, and hopefully for us, I'm hoping it's going to be a busy transfer window because we've got some work to do. There's some spots we need to improve in the squad. We've let a whole heap of youth players go. We've signed a couple of new guys, and we just need a bit of a refresh and like little things like seeing if we can convince Hitchin Mohammed to come back on loan. Anyway, let's get into the season review here. Well, Facundo Rubio gets signing of the season, rightly so. Comes in, settles straight into the side, worth 3.53 million. As when we bought him in, he's worth 5.8 already. Doing really well. 7 goals, 7 assists, dominating this league. Hopefully we'll continue to dominate for us ongoing. We got a B+ from the board for that. We got an A+ for Zlatko Marcelovic. Look at that. Absolutely fantastic stuff there. He was a good signing. Both of these guys found by my scouts, so I am pretty pleased with that. I've sent one to Croatia because you quite often find a bargain like this in Croatia. And look, Argentina, the players there can be a little bit pricey. I guess sometimes, 3 million, if I was more patient. I've got an agent in Colombia and Peru looking there as well. That's where we got Romero from. What did we get for Romero? We got an A- for Romero. But that's where you get the cheaper guys from, I guess. And I think one of the other cheaper places is Croatia. That's a great signing for us. Hitchin Mohammed, imagine we're going to get a good score for him. Yep, A+ because he's coming on loan. Bernard Marquis must have been new for the Cock. So he's done well. He's settled into the side pretty well. And 135k, that's a pretty good signing. Upsetting that Martin's got hurt early. Yeah, B-. Would like to see him develop next season. He'll definitely get plenty of match time in that midfield, as you see that. Seems to be always tired because we're playing the Gegenpress. Dickie Diamond did okay. Yeah. I overpaid for him. I agree with that. Regis Pierre, they think we're doing all right with that. No future fees and no expensive deal for him. So hopefully any sort of success from him in the league and we'll be able to sell him on for a profit. So, yeah, I think we've done pretty well. Lucas Boone came in. All these guys are averaging above 6.7. I think that's an excellent transfer window. Even Tybalt comes in with a 6.75. I think there was some very, very good transfer business done there. We finished, the board expected us top half in the Pro League A. Our final position wasn't second. That bugs out for the Belgian leagues. We finished where we finished here. 6th we finished in the end because we pushed ourselves above OHL in the group phase at the end there. Euro Cup 2, we made it to the quarterfinal. We were supposed to reach the first knockout round and we made it all the way to the quarterfinal. Absolutely delighted with our European performance and our journey there. That was good fun. Would have been nice, but to lose to Standard Liège on penalties, really, that was really, really, really disappointing indeed. Sad to see Saran go down, but I think that would have happened if we were there or not. I think we'd just run out of steam wage budget-wise there to really keep up with the ever-increasing wage budgets with the teams above here. So, good decision to take this Cercle Brugge job. Biggest win was 5-0 against AIK, which you saw on camera. Match to remember, I don't remember, against Lask. Oh, that was a good one. I remember, yep. I think, we're hoping Mohammed was going to get his hat-trick there. He never quite did. And goal of the season, well, it's sort of fair, really, that it's Bert de Kock's goal. The Golden Boy, when we got here, that we sold off for 15 million quid once we get all our extras on it, plus a sell-on. But let's just have a look at him, shall we, now? Look at his value. 43 to 72 million value. He's getting 37k a week, and he hasn't even made a competitive appearance for Borussia Dortmund yet. So there's big things in that boy's future. Finances for the club look good. Everything's increased this season. Canute sold the most shirts. That's no surprise. Rubio selling a lot of shirts in a short space of time was very good. And it's good to see Romero up there as well. This is what the game thinks our lineup was for most of the season. And you know what? They're not far off. Tosi in goal. Knackers, Popovic, Verbrugge, and Vletnik across the back. Vletnik's form dropped off alarmingly towards the end of the season, and even more alarmingly once I gave him a contract for next season. So I'm going to have to be very careful with Vletnik next season. And yeah, I am looking for a new starting right back, but that's, again, budget dependent. It's not a priority. Bella Markman and Speckens in the middle of the park. Mohamed, Romero, and Rubio across the middle behind Mr. Electricity Denke up front. I think that's pretty accurate. Towards the end of this year, Marcelovic pushed in here and these three rotated. And earlier in the year, of course, we had Merchan playing here and De Kock playing up here. All in all, a very good season, and I'm pretty happy with our performance. Player of the season, Hitchin Mohamed. Young player of the season, also Hitchin Mohamed. Signing of the season goes to Facundo Rubio, as we already knew. But De Kock gets the goal of the season. Ken. He's not Ken. He's Kevin. I don't know where I've got this Ken Denke thing from. Kevin Denke, 30 goals across all competitions. What he ended up with in the league, he ended up with 20 goals in the league. So there you go. There's your 20 goal a season league striker there. If we can build on that, that'll be even better. Romero with 11 assists in the end, but was caught very swiftly with Rubio finishing on 11. Hitchin Mohamed, highest average rating, most player of the match rewards, also Hitchin Mohamed, and inexplicably Zatko Milosevic with my best passing completion. Suppose they do knock it back to the keeper and to the other centre half a lot and play a lot of simple passes. But that is your lot for the season review. The club haven't pushed me too badly on expectations for the club, so I haven't argued with it, and they're not too upset yet with my sometimes unwillingness to sign more French players. French players are more expensive than the guys I'm signing. So if I can get a couple of cheap French boys, I'll need to get them in just to make the club a little bit more happy. Rightio, so end of season team meeting, right, this is going to go well. They always do. They never go wrong, these meetings. No, it's been a long season and a good break. Come back. No, we're not winning the title. Top 6 league places, I reckon we can... we're going to say we're going to top half? Top half? Is there one that says top half? What does it say here? Top half. Oh, they want top 6. There we go. They're even more satisfied with top 6. That's what I wanted to hear. Rightio. Once you'll return from holidays, discuss promises for next season. I hope we'll see you when we get back. Yes. You quit your whinging, Lucas Boone. Quit your whinging. Thanks, everyone. We'll see you next time. Well, that team meeting went reasonably well. Would have gone better if I got it right straight away. But, dearie me, it's like... Every time I've been ambitious with the team, like I think top 6 is realistic for us. Every time I've been realistic, the team have said, no, we can't do that. So this time I go on the conservative side and they have a go at me for being conservative. Football manager. Right, the board have given me $3 million for next season. So what does that mean? Is that $3 million on top of the $1 million I saved? It never is. It never is. Yes. Right, that's what I thought. So $3 million. Not a lot. But like I said last episode, there's some interest in a few guys in the squad. Like we've got the holiday badge over everyone, but yeah, there's interest in Tosi. There's interest in Verbrugge, unfortunately. Like there's interest in Chindris, who I'd happily let go. Never really bonded with this boy. He did do well in Europe, but yeah, I think it's time to get rid of him. You know, if we can get 500k for him, that's good. 500k will go a long way. It'll go a long way. Get him off the wages will go a long way as well. So there is room to do some business. I'm going to go get down to it. Well, just a little point of interest here, guys. Bayer Leverkusen won the Euro 2 Cup that we were in. Yeah. We could have won that. I won't forget that penalty shootout for a long time. All right, we've got our first signing here. His name is Enzo Dumont. Enzo comes to us. He's a 24-year-old striker, so yeah. I'm having second thoughts as I'm looking at this, but he's coming to us. He's only on 2.3k a week coming to us as well. So, was it 2.3? 2.9k a week. So, he's not on a big wage, and we've got him for almost absolutely nothing. It only cost us 20 grand for a transfer. So, yeah, look, I think it's worth the risk just for the depth, and it gets the club off my back about signing Frenchies. So, yeah, the more I look at it, the more I'm not sure. He's got good flair. He's just not quick. He's just not a speedy boy. Nah, do you know what? I don't know. I just looked at him and I thought he was good, and I don't think he's good as I thought he was. Big match player. And better than Boone on star rating, according to the coaches. We'll do it. We'll do it. There we go. Done. Maybe a little bit of a waste of money, but he's here with us now. Welcome, Enzo. So our second signing is Claude Cooney, someone I've been following for a while, Claude Cooney. And yeah, he's a winger, can play up front, can play on either side. He's nice and quick. That's basically why I bought him, because he's quick enough to cause a problem. Hopefully the crossing's up towards the higher end, but he can dribble the ball well enough. He's got good first touch. So, and he's a determined boy as well. I like the look of this. So I think this is going to go well. 24 years old, cost me $400K. I think that's all right. 6.25K a week, though. That's a reasonable wage, but I think he's going to be a regular starter for us and contribute a lot to how we go forward. I love me a fast winger, guys. I couldn't help myself. But excuse the low light, guys. I've got some stabbing pain behind my right eye at the moment. And yeah, I just keep having to blink all the time when there's a bright light on. I think I'm going to the doctor's later today. Anyway, the cap and the light down is helping. So let's have a look at what we've done so far in the transfer window here. We have brought in Camarco Henry here. He is a attacking midfielder or central midfielder. He's coming on a free from AS Monaco. He's pretty good across the board, really. He can play anywhere in the central midfield. Might find himself out on loan this season, but we'll see how we go. He's coming as a breakthrough prospect, so he's not too worried about match time, so we can send him out on loan. I think he is a good signing, and he is 19 and keeps in line with us only signing French players. Vitiro Ursini in a similar vein. He'll probably definitely go out on loan, although from what I've seen him in friendlies so far, I do like the cut of his jib. He did scout a bit better than these come into us as, so that is a little bit unfortunate. I thought he had a little bit better technicals on the scout report, but never mind, and he scouted as 2-star, not to 1.5. So you get these things. Sometimes. Enzo Dumont has come in, and yeah, this is one I regret. I think you remember me earlier umming and ahhing about pushing the button on this one. I shouldn't have pushed it, I don't think. He'll probably get shipped out on loan. We'll see how he goes out on loan and see if we can just maybe generate some transfer fee from him from somewhere. But now let me introduce you to Alberto Fernandez. Alberto Fernandez has come in, and he is probably going to be a new second choice striker. He come in 2-star potential as a false 9, thinks he's a false 9. He's not a false 9. 100% going to be playing as a pressing forward or a advanced forward. 13 pace, acceleration can be worked on, but we can work on that. 13 finishing, good composure, pretty good mentals around attacking stuff, good teamwork, good off the ball, etc. So I think he'll do well. And just look at that. Look at that. That is the best haircut you have seen on a player on some time on this channel. Claude Cooney, I think I told you about. We've bought him in for 350K. He's already worth $1 million. I think he'll be a good bit of business, even if he really doesn't work out as a long-term solution there at left midfield, and it becomes a bit of a stopgap solution until we can fund or find someone better. Rodriguez comes in here on a free. Christophe Rodriguez. He's just a backup left back. Goes all right there. Was better than what we had. He's got good pace. He's got good mentals. Technical's not great, but he can mark and he can tackle. That's all I care about. Oh, and he can cross the ball a wee bit. So that's good. He'll be a backup for Ganaka there. And finally, the jewel in the crown, Denke's successor, Abel Montoya, comes in. He is 199 metric centimeters of man. 12 pace, 11 acceleration, 16 jumping reach to go with a heading of 12 and finishing of 13. Good composure, great bravery, so he's never going to shy away from jumping into those situations. This man is going to be a threat from corners and is making me rethink my tactics slightly. I'm hoping I can play him with Denke, and then we can bring Fernandez and Boone off the bench, etc., because we have some unreal pace down the left of the park now. I mean, just look at this speed down the left of the park here. I mean, we got Knackers at pace 15. And we got Cooney at pace 16, acceleration at 15. You know, we are going to cause problems. I mean, and even on this side of the park, we have Rubio at 16. And whoever's going to play here, it's probably not going to be Vletnik. I'll give you the hot tip. Vletnik's going to come off the bench, I think, as a bit of an impact guy, and he can fill in for Rubio or whoever will be playing here, which at this stage, which I did think was going to be Dickie Diamond, but I've agreed to a deal to that Dickie Diamond go out on loan. He can go and get some regular football playing for Moskron in the division below and come back to a much better player, hopefully. And we'll probably give, what's his face, the start here. Actually, there is some thought over starting Waynes Martins here because he can do the job as well. As much as I'd probably like him in the midfield, he can certainly be a very, very competent attacking and ball playing right back even. But that's really what we signed Valentin to do here. So Valentin's got, see, a little bit more pace, good acceleration, good crossing. So I'm smelling a gegenpress wing play hybrid tactic coming. I guess we'll see. Let's see if we can sign some more players first. There's a little bit of transfer kitty left. I haven't sold anyone of any value yet. There was one offer for Tosi, but I wasn't interested in the money that they were offering, and he wasn't particularly interested in moving either. And yeah, both of the agents for Popovic and Chindress say that their wages are going to cause problems with them wanting to leave, even though there is this interest here from Antwerp for both of them. The other interesting one is that it's vanished now, there was some interest for Kevin Denke. I don't know where that's gone, but there was a Dutch club interested in him. So that kind of was part of the reason why we signed the new strikers, or one of the new, the big boy that we paid $1.5 million for, Abel Montoya here. Just look at his value already, 6.2 million, because there was talk of Denke leaving the club, but that's apparently come to nothing. We'll be back to you in a minute with the conclusion of our business in the transfer window. Bit of a trip down memory lane here, guys. We've got Jackie Levy here. He's a cheap scout for St Albans. Let's see where else he's been. Oh, that's right. He went to Braintree, didn't he? Yeah, had only a couple of clubs after us that went to Braintree. Oh, good to see he's still in the game. Think we've outstripped him a bit to bring him on as a staff member if we're going to be real about things. But just thought you'd like to see how he was getting on. Well, we're only a day out from the first game of the season, so that's it for the transfer special. We'll update you with any more signings before the start of the next game. Don't forget to drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new here. Go check this video out. My name's Waylands. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time.